Hi guys, welcome back. I'm in a tag mood, so I'm going to be doing the tag that Viviana Does Makeup made up called the Beauty First tag. It's a set of 7 questions. I've got them all written down here, so if I keep going like that, it's because I'm looking at them because I'm filming on my phone as per. I thought it was a really good tag because it sort of shows your journey through the beauty process. I think I just made that up, but yeah. And I think it's really interesting to watch tags like this because it's always nice to know where people sort of began their love of beauty and things like that. So just let's get started. Firstly, what's your earliest beauty memory? My earliest beauty memory wasn't really watching, sorry my fringe is doing my head in, wasn't really watching my mum put on makeup because I only ever saw my mum every other weekend and half the holidays, and she didn't tend to wear makeup when I was little, apart from the odd bit of mascara. So the usual sort of, oh, I watched my mum do it, doesn't apply to me at all. I think I had one of those dolls that you kind of put makeup on and stuff, and I remember quite vividly taking a pair of scissors to her hair and chopping it all off. So she looked like a really sort of butch, weird thing, and I ended up putting lipstick on her eyes and stuff like that. My sister was horrified because I think we were supposed to be sharing it. Yeah, that's like my earliest memory. But I wasn't really obsessed with makeup. I was quite a late bloomer, so a lot of these answers are going to be like teenage related. I was never really that interested in makeup until I was about 15, 16, that kind of age. I was more of a bookworm, to be honest with you. My sister, if she was doing this tag, would be like, oh yeah, when I was 3 I did this, and when I was 2 I did that, and yeah, but no. Not me, unfortunately. Question 2. What was your first beauty purchase? There was this craze when I was 14 for eyeliner, like black eyeliner at school, and I was quite gothic back then, so I think it made sense for me to buy. I think it was a Miss Sporty eyeliner because my maths partner Beth had it, and I remember borrowing hers, and then we both got conjunctivitis, so she had to throw hers away and repurchase it, and I had like gooey eye for God knows how long, and then I went out and bought my own. I think that was my first one, and I think it was like £1.99, and I loved that eyeliner to death. But obviously, you can't. I went to an all-girls school, so there was a lot of makeup floating around. But I just had my eyeliner, so I was fine. I never used to wear it like out on the of my lashes. I just used to wear it in the waterline, and that was about it really. Just an eyeliner. Question 3: when did you first wear makeup? Like I say, I was about 14 when I first wore eyeliner, but that was literally about it. I never had a full base really until I was about 17, and then I didn't really know how to match the tone to my skin properly, so I just used to go for the lightest shade, and I always looked white. I remember in summer I'd have this white face and this burnt body. It just looked so wrong. It's quite embarrassing now because I thought I looked hot. Yeah, I haven't got any photos either, else I'd try and splice them in, or I'd be holding them up going, what did I do to myself? Yeah, no, I did. That was probably about it. First time I really wore makeup was as a very young teenager. I remember actually someone bought me a lip palette or something when I was really young, and I dug it out for a year 7 disco, and I remember wearing plum glittery lip gloss thinking I was the bomb, and no, I just looked atrocious. It's like, what have I done to my face? Why didn't anyone stop me? That's the problem. Why didn't the adults must have thought it was so funny. Why didn't a teacher come up and just kindly say to me, Helen, you look a mess? No one does that. If I ever have a daughter, I swear I'm just going to be like, you're not going out the house with that on. Come upstairs and I'll do it properly. Oh, this is so embarrassing. I'm like going red at the thought of it. Question 4. What was your first beauty disaster? Yeah, probably the plum glittery lip gloss, lip palette thing. That wasn't a good look. Actually, beauty disaster. I used to be in love with celebrity, and if anyone can remember Alex Parks, I think she was on some kind of BBC programme anyway. I think she won something like singing competition, and she had like short hair that spiked up in the middle. And I was too young to realise at the time that that was just her look. So I had all my hair cut off to match. And in an all-girls school that didn't go down too well, so I was bullied for being a lesbian quite a lot, which didn't help. But I was also in the army cadets at the time, so I think that kind of didn't help either. But it was great because I didn't have to brush my hair in the morning when we were on like a camping trip or something. But yeah, I just remember having this sort of quiff. Oh my god, never again. Yeah, I looked awful. I think beauty disaster that was cutting all of my hair off to look like a boy. Yeah, definitely. But like, it looked really good on the singer, but then I was too young to realise that, yeah, of course it was going to look good on the singer. Yeah, oh, and my other beauty disaster, it wasn't my first, but one of my beauty disasters was, I just met Dave and I was like, we were going into town for some drinks and I did my makeup, and this was when my foundation was still pretty pale, and I mean I was like 21, 22, so I should have known better at the time, but like I keep saying, I was a late bloomer, don't judge me. And I did my makeup and I got it perfect. I could do a smoky eye, that was brilliant, but I was like white, and I came out of the bedroom and he just laughed at me. He literally just started laughing. It was the cruelest thing anyone's ever done. Sorry, I just spat. Ugh. No, it was the cruelest thing anyone's ever done to me, and I was so upset because I must have looked awful, but I thought I looked amazing, and him laughing was just so hurtful and untactful. Well, tactless. Untactful isn't a word, Helen. And I just went and scrubbed my face and went round town with no makeup on. I was devastated. I was just like, no. And I didn't wear makeup for a good like 6 months afterwards. I was that upset. So most of the start of my relationship I was actually barefaced with Dave, which is quite a strange idea really to gather now because I've got so many products and he like trips over them. But anyway, I'm rambling now. Question 5. Who was your first beauty crush? Well, with the hair, it was that singer Alex Parks, and unfortunately that didn't go down very well. I used to really like Kat Deely's way of stuff and Jennifer Aniston because they were always like sun-kissed and golden, but I soon realised sun-kissed and golden and me do not mix. My stepmother actually has always looked really glamorous when she goes out. Always a bit pared back, but it just looks stunning when she does like go to the effort. So I think as far as like influences at home are concerned, then my stepmother always looked really good. My sister as well, although my dad used to like really take the mick because she used to always do her eyeshadow up, like sort of up over her crease and then round here, and it would always be something like a baby blue, and then she'd just put mascara on. And I remember it being Urban Decay eyeshadow as well because Charlotte always had really expensive taste when she was a teenager. She still has, but she just can't afford it now. And I remember thinking that looks really good and doing the same thing, which is weird because you never think of your little sister as a beauty crush. And then my dad, like, we got in the car to go see my dad, and my dad was like, bloody hell, we've got an ABBA tribute in the back. And I was like that, get it off me now, get it off me, I don't want to be seen like this if that's what my dad's gonna say. So yeah, it's like a mixture of like everyday influences and celebrity, I would say. I don't think I ever had like one specific person that I wanted to really emulate the makeup of, but yeah, there's some funny stories there, definitely. Next question, question 6. What was your first brand crush? As an adult, Estee Lauder. I remember when I really got into makeup seriously about 2.5, 3 years ago, when I started paying real attention to the beauty industry. I walked up to an Estee Lauder counter and was like, kit me out now, and she did, and I walked away about £200 lighter. But I still have some of them products and I don't regret those investments at all. As a teenager, it was probably Miss Sporty, because it was cheap and it was easy to get hold of, even in small towns. You know, there's always a stand somewhere of Miss Sporty. I don't think I've really bothered with it since I was a teenager, but it was definitely a brand that I liked. Oh, and I was always jealous of my sister's Urban Decay palettes and things like that because I was just like, wow, my mother used to buy them her for Christmas, and I was always like, they're so pretty, but then never like bothered with them myself. So yeah, they're probably my brand crushes. And then last question, question 7. What's your longest standing beauty love? I haven't thought any of these questions through, but the first thing that just popped into my head was in fact Soap and Glory products. My friend Jess introduced me to them a couple of years ago, and I'm quite fickle when it comes to like beauty products. I will chop and change on a regular basis. I'm just like, oh, I'll try this today, I'll try that tomorrow. But I have to admit, the longest thing that I've ever had in my bathroom or in my house is something Soap and Glory. There is always something Soap and Glory knocking about somewhere that's either being used or has been used up or has just been purchased, because I can't help myself because I love their body and skin products. As for makeup, probably Estee Lauder again, because they were the first ones to really kit me out, teach me about my own skin tone. And I just rate their products so much. Isla says to me on the phone, have you seen your product directory? It's all Estee Lauder. I'm like, sorry. Yeah, but I do really love that brand. So yeah, that was my beauty first tag. I think it was a little bit rambly, but I hope you all enjoyed it anyway. I'm not going to tag anyone specific, but if you want to do this and leave it as a video response, or let me know on Twitter that you've done it and post me the link, I'd be really, really interested to see it. Again, this was a tag made by Viviana Does Makeup, so it's not my doing, it's not my brainchild, so if you are going to do this tag, then please just mention her, give her some credit, and I will see you all in my next video. Bye!